Hello, hello. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I continue to wish you a happy new year 2025. Our topic today is nitrate. In this video, we'll talk about the meaning of nitrate, the physical and chemical properties of nitrate, the preparation of nitrates, and we end this topic by talking about the uses of nitrates and the environmental issues of nitrate fertilizers. Welcome again. We start by having the meaning of nitrates. A nitrate is a chemical compound that contains the nitrate ion, NO3 negative. This consisting of one nitrogen atom bonded to the three oxygen atoms. Nitrates are commonly found in nature, particularly in soils and water. Let's talk about the physical properties of nitrates. When you are talking about the physical properties of nitrates, remember nitrates are a salt. All nitrates are soluble in water. This is among different physical properties of nitrates. Another physical properties, all nitrates are solid and ionic compound. Ionic compounds, remember, are compounds formed between metal and non-metal, and remember, they conduct electricity when dissolved in water. Another property, when nitrates are heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, nitric acid is formed. Let's talk about the preparation of nitrates. We have different ways of preparing nitrates. Nitrates are prepared by reacting dilute nitric acid with a carbonate, with hydroxides, with oxide or metals. Here we have different chemical reaction that shows how nitrates are formed. Let's start by reaction between nitric acid with hydroxides. When nitric acid reacts with potassium hydroxide, this produces potassium nitrate and water. This potassium nitrate, remember, contains nitrates, and this salt is soluble. Nitric acid also reacts with sodium hydroxide and produces sodium nitrate and water. Remember, nitrates can be formed when nitric acid reacts with hydroxide. We have another way when metal reacts with nitric acid. When copper reacts with nitric acid, this produces copper nitrate, nitrogen dioxide, and water. Another way, nitrate can be formed when nitric acid reacts with carbonate. Example, calcium carbonate reacts with nitric acid and produce calcium nitrate, water, and carbon dioxide. As we have said, also nitric acid reacts with metal to produce nitrates. Here we have magnesium react with nitric acid and produce magnesium nitrate with hydrogen gas. Nitrates also can be formed when oxide reacts with nitric acid. When zinc oxide reacts with nitric acid, this produces zinc nitrate and water. Remember, this reaction is neutralization. Neutralization is a kind of reaction that produces salt and water only. Here we are going to talk about the chemical properties of nitrates. how nitrates react in different ways. Really, we focus about the decomposition of nitrate salts. Here we have sodium nitrate. When sodium nitrate is decomposed by heat, this produces sodium nitrate, which is in a solid state, and the oxygen gas. Remember, this sodium is a metal of group 1 on the periodic table. Another chemical property of nitrate. Here we have to focus metals between calcium and copper in the activity series produce the oxide of the metal, nitrogen dioxide, and the oxygen. To me, these nitrates are decomposed in different ways. For example, copper nitrate decomposed by heat to produce copper oxide, which has a black color, nitrogen dioxide, which has a brown fumes, and the oxygen gas. Another example, palladium nitrate is decomposed by heat to produce palladium oxide with nitrogen dioxide and the oxygen. These two nitrates are decomposed in the same way to produce metal oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and the oxygen. Here we have another chemical property of nitrates. Metals like silver and mercury, lower than copper, produce the metal, nitrogen dioxide, and the oxygen. Really, this chemical reaction shows how nitrates decomposed in different ways. When mercury nitrate decomposed by heat produce mercury, remember this metal is a liquid, nitrogen dioxide, and the oxygen. Another example, silver nitrate decomposed by heat to produce silver as metal, nitrogen dioxide, and the oxygen gas. Ammonium nitrate decomposes explosively. To mean we have to be attentive, to make attention about the decomposition of ammonium nitrate. When ammonium nitrate decomposed by heat, this produces nitrogen, the nitrogen oxide, and the water. As we have said, nitrates have different chemical properties. Really remember, we are focusing on the composition of nitrates. After dealing with the chemical properties of nitrates, we are going to test how you can test nitrates, how you can prefer or confirm this salt contains nitrates. Test for nitrate ions in a solution. When you are testing, remember we have what we call reagent, the substance that we use during testing, and then you have to show what you observe. The reagent that we use is iron 2 sulfate solution. When you say it is a solution, to me it is in aqueous. And then this reagent is flowed by concentrated sulfuric acid. And then what we observe during this test? We observe a brown ring forms between sulfuric acid and the rest of the solution, which is iron 2 sulfate and the nitrate solution. Then the ring, the brown ring, disappears when the solution is shaken. This is how to confirm the presence of nitrates. Yeah, we are going to end our unit by talking about the uses of nitrates and after we'll talk about environmental issues of nitrate fertilizers. Here there are different uses of nitrates. It is used in manufacture of fertilizers. Yes, remember fertilizers improve or increase the production in agriculture. It is used in manufacture of explosives. Remember, nitrates react explosively like ammonium nitrate. It is used in manufacture of dyes. This dyes, remember, is a mixture of colors. It is used in manufacture of pharmaceuticals. These are the chemicals that used in medicines. It is used in water treatment. When you want to treat water, we can use nitrate substances. Another use, nitrate is used for food preservation or preservation, to preserve, to keep the food in a long time. We are going to end our topic by talking about environmental issues of nitrate fertilizers. Nitrate fertilizers can lead or can cause water pollution. Remember, if we use any fertilizers and it contains in a soil, when the rain falls, they can move some particles of these nitrates and reach in water, and then this causes the water pollution. This leads to climate change. Another issue, nitrate can cause soil degradation. This nitrate causes some respiratory issues, the respiratory diseases. Thank you for your attention. My friend, remember to subscribe, give like, give a comment, and share to your friends. Thank you. We are together.